Hello everybody. So today I want to make this full video, and let's make it for those who have like really fast computers and they just want to know how can they play this game on high FPS without losing the frame rate. And after that I'm gonna talk about how for people who don't have fast computers. But first, because this is like the shortest part. So you have some i7, I don't know, GTX Titan, and you can run the game like 144 or more. So you want to go to your documents, my games Fallout 4, and this in a file. You want to make it not read only, and and here you want to add this under general small I, FPS clamp equals, and then you type in the number which you want to be tied to the game. So if you type 144, for example, which is kind of standard for some monitors, you don't really need to. If your card can support 200, you type 200 or 300 like in Counter-Strike. So whichever number you want, but keep in mind that if the frame rate goes above, the game will speed up. If it goes below, it will slow down. So this means like if you put in 200, that means that 200 frames equal 1 second in the game. So game's gonna slow down or speed up if the frame rate is not constant. So this game was made to have a constant frame rate. So I put it back. And I'm using like 64 because I don't have that much fast PC and I don't want to lose that much graphic quality. It's playable at this settings. And if you haven't enabled or disabled vertical sync, just type in present, so you can find the present interval. When it's 0, VSync is disabled. When it's 1 or 2, it's enabled. 1 is normal, 2 is twice half. You know, like if you have 60 Hz monitor, 1 would be 60 and this would be 30 FPS. So 0 is disabled vertical sync, which is for me the best. No problem when aiming with the mouse. And you save that after you change it, and then you need something like this, like Riva Tuner or NVIDIA Inspector, depending on the graphic card, and you can set the frame rate limit, set the same number there, and that will be it. Okay, so now for people who don't have that much fast computers, you want to download this configuration tool here, and you want to go also to the ENB and download this boost file. But you need to edit this also, so I forgot to show you how to edit this. Never mind, I'll show you. Anyways, well, in the ENB, if you want to disable the frame rate limit that the ENB uses because it doesn't work, and you want to enable fake lights because they help. It has the option to disable fake lights, but those fake lights actually help you see things better in the game. Anyway, so for like laptop or really slow computer, you want to get a custom resolution utility, this file, and what this does is when you run it, you can change the default resolution of your monitor to like let's say mine is default full HD, so I set it to half, and standard LCD 60 Hz or 76, because I know this monitor supports 76 maximum, but you may want to go like 60 or something. And then you go OK and you restart any of these, they work. If don't worry if you screw something up, it will revert back and resets all to default settings. So you can't really mess up anything with this. It's safe and you can experiment and make custom resolutions. So when you get that set up, when you set up a custom resolution, then you download this configuration tool. You know, this is Nexus mods, so you have to register and install their mod manager. Looks like this, where you enable mods. And this configuration tool or tweaker, here it is. You can set almost everything here. So in custom resolution, you enable the custom resolution. So it's disabled, enabled, type in the numbers, set only to full screen, save and play, and the game's gonna run much faster on smaller resolutions. You can keep this anti-aliasing enabled or disabled like this. You will see which works the best for you. Okay, before I continue talking about this, I want to show you also two mods that you can download. This one is for people who, like me, don't have really fast GPU but still have a good enough GPU. So this mod reduces the size and the size of textures by half in the game. And this mod here makes textures look really, really bad. It's very small textures, ultra low textures. You can see the difference. But it definitely helps running the game on very low-end PCs. Okay, the nice thing about low-end PCs, same in here, the FPS clamp you want to set is to 30 if you are playing on a low-end PC. So that's 30, and also here, and just press enter to confirm. So, or in NVIDIA Inspector, depending on which graphic card you have. This is the Msi Afterburner. It contains the Riva tuner. So you can find all this on Google. And what else I wanted to show you here? Yeah, this. So it's pretty much self-explanatory, everything in here. You can just set the camera, textures. I use default, recommended are not good for slow PC. You can pretty much set up everything here. And well, I think that if you disable core, the game runs a little faster. At least in combat, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should try with enable just to see. So the performance, anti-aliasing, this is disabled, this is a low end, and this is default, which is pretty good, and I don't believe it likes that much on low end, but you can turn it off if you have like very slow PC. Anisotropic filter 16 or 1, so whichever you like. We all know what this is, how much the texture quality remains sharp in the distance. The larger the number, the longer. So if it's 1, it's probably billionaire or trillionaire texture filtering. I think it's billionaire texture filtering. So simply best performance, and maybe I don't know, on almost every new PC this doesn't make much difference. Vertical sync, same as in the ini file. 0, 1 is for 60, and this is half. So 0 disabled. Grids to load, of course, set the lowest number because you want to have the best performance. And this 36, the default is 47. So if you want your game to look very immersive, realistic, increase this number, but you need to have really fast PC for this. Map skip always 0. This don't change. If you change this, textures look very ugly. So 0 is the it's ultra setting, but for me it's the normal setting, doesn't affect performance much. Best setting 0. Grass density, not really important. This also not important. I don't know, you can disable all of this, like set to some really low numbers, 5 or 10 if you are using very low-end PC. Shadows resolution. Disabling shadows makes the game look very ugly, and volumetric lighting also. If you disable these two options, the game looks very bad. So you can lower this down to, let's say, 64. I use 512. Distance, you can lower this any value also, like you said, 500. Make sure you set the same here in both. Level of detail you can set 0 or whichever number, 48 it's default. Don't change this. I don't know, it doesn't make any difference, just don't. Because it says it can impact performance if you set low numbers, but really irrelevant setting. Volumetric lighting, color is disabled, quality 0 lost. You can turn all of this off, and you can slide all this down, so you don't have any of this. But some options perhaps don't impact the FPS that much. What else? Well, these are my settings. I don't know if these are default. And that's pretty much all. Well, I guess I showed you people, but so the biggest performance impact that I noticed is when you lower down the shadow resolution, when you lower down the game resolution, and when you lower down the FPS clamp, like if you want to run on 30 FPS or 25 or 24 cinematic. No, but you know, you have slow laptop, 30 FPS is enough. Just set that and it will be good. Well, that's all. Yeah, also a lot of people complained how the game is tied to the FPS or something. Well, you can change that easily with this command. I don't know why they make such a fuss about it. They didn't know. It's funny. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope I helped you. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments.